Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O. Are you renting a vehicle to do your Ubering in? If you're not, you might want to think about it. Now, let me tell you what I've done. I actually went and rented an electric. My other vehicle had gotten up to 85,000. It was time to swap out. That vehicle had lost its comfort status. So it was time to swap out because I've told you before, I have to have a comfort vehicle for where I work at. My name is Daddy-O. Hang on in this video and let me tell you what happened to me when I went to swap out vehicles and what I ended up taking. Because they called me over to get a vehicle to let me know they had a gas vehicle for me. So when I called over before I went over there to question what vehicle I was going to be getting, they told me it was a Chevy something or another. I don't even remember what it was. Okay. They said it was about the same size as the vehicle I was driving currently, which was the Hyundai. I went over there, on the phone there, I kind of quizzed them on the vehicle that I ended up getting. The vehicle that I ended up getting is the, I don't know, I'm still pondering if I want to keep this vehicle. I like it in some ways, but I've already ran into issues. I got this yesterday afternoon. I was going to do a video about it. And I said, let me experiment with this and drive it for a little while and see how much I really like it before I tell people about it. I got the E-Mach, the Mustang SUV. It's a nice ride. It really is. Electrical, I mean, it will get up and scoot. I think my son looked it up for me and he said it was 480 horsepower. This thing will scoot. Well, you don't want to scoot because you use up a lot of your battery. And I found out that not because I was scooting, but because I was using it. So this morning I said, well, let's go find out what it's going to be like charging this thing up. And that's where I ran into some issues. I had told you before that I didn't want to do the electric because of charging problems. So this morning I looked up in my area. I knew of one charging station. I knew it wasn't a fast speed. I went down there and hooked up to it just to see. It was free. It's free. Now, if you want to park your vehicle overnight, I'll tell you in a second how long it was going to take. It told me it was going to take to charge this vehicle. It was going to literally almost take, 19 hours to charge it. And it wasn't all the way down. I was only at like 50% battery. But to charge it up the rest way, it told me it was going to be like Saturday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. This is Friday morning still. And it was still going to take till 4 a.m. Saturday morning to charge the vehicle up to full. So I started looking around. Well, there was a hotel nearby that has charging stations. So I swung around there real quick, a couple blocks away, pulled in there, hooked up to it. It was a little bit faster speed. But still, after an hour of sitting there, I only gained not that much. Not that much to even think about. I was under the impression this thing would charge in about 30 minutes. Yeah. No, it doesn't happen that quick. Unless you're on some kind of supercharger that I have not found yet. So I'm going to still continue to look. They have allowed me to stay in this vehicle until Monday to decide if I want to keep it or not. And we'll see. Or Tuesday, actually. That's the day my rental fee starts. But I'll find out by Monday if this vehicle is going to work for me. Now, everything, I enjoy it. Every customer I picked up last night, when they got in the vehicle, made a comment. Ooh, I heard, ooh, this is nice. Another one, well, I wasn't expecting this to pull up. So it's getting attention, okay? So that might work for me, because I work for tips, I've told you before. That's going to work for me. It's just the charging problem. I don't know how to get around this yet. So if you've run into this and you can give Daddy-O any kind of tips out there, let me know if you're doing it. Now, I'm going to read a comment here from an individual that saw one of the other videos a few weeks ago. It's a short comment, but it's just explaining what's happened to them. Let me read this real quick. I'm renting a Tesla $340 by Hertz, making $1,300 Monday to Friday. Making more money renting. That's all the comment was. This individual not really sure if it's a guy or a girl yet, has gone out and rented a vehicle, a Tesla, through Hertz now to do their Ubering in, and they're charging them $340 a week. But the individual, this lady or gentleman, told me that they're doing $1,300 from Monday to Fridays. They're happy. All right. So electric works, and it's the problem of charging. That's the complications I'm running into where I live at. Is I have not located a high speed place I can pull in and do that magical 30-minute full charge. That I don't know where I'm going to get that at yet. There's a charging station, or was one, right. I could almost hit a pitching wedge to it right over there. I pulled in there and they said it was taken out. So that one's gone. So that's the problem that Daddy-O is running into, and that's finding a charging station to keep this thing charged up. I like the vehicle. It handles better than the Hyundai did. Absolutely. I like the vehicle. I'm not sure if it's going to work for me. So if you've had these problems, or you know of anything that you can, any apps that you've used in the past that could get you to a high-speed charge, I've been doing that this morning, trying to find a charging station that would do just high speed. Please, let me find one of these things that's not at somebody's house. I run into that the other week when I was researching this. One of the charging stations they had listed was actually at someone's house. Another one here that is listed is at a bed and breakfast. I can't pull into their area to get close to it at the bed and breakfast. And it says it's high speed. So I'm running into issues, and that's what I've told you before what's going to happen. I want to make this work. I want to make this vehicle work. So I'm going to do everything I can do between now and Monday afternoon before I have to make that decision on what I'm going to do, if I'm going to keep this vehicle or not. So, but I don't have to worry about oil changes with this thing. I don't have to worry about some of the other things I have to do with the others every so often. So I'm wanting to do this so I can let you guys know how it works out. How does an electric vehicle work out for me as far as making more money? All right. That's the key. If it don't work making more money, I'm going to get rid of this and go back to a gas vehicle, or just quit Uber altogether. I'm at that point. I've told you in other videos before. I'm at the point where Daddy-O wants to find something else to do for a while. If nothing else, I can come back to this at a later time. But right now, I'm searching for something else to do. But anyway, that's it on the electric vehicle. I had to make this video. I was going to do it last night, like I said, but once I started driving this thing around a little bit, I said, let's pick up some people. Let's see how they react to it. And the reactions I was getting was phenomenal. Fantastic. Absolutely. I loved it. So this vehicle will work if I can keep the damn thing charged. Now, when I pulled down to the hotel there to get it charged up, or to throw a little bit of juice on it, it did. It did faster. Now, I could probably park it there for several hours, it looks like, and get it charged up. I might have to figure out a time of the day when that's best to go down there and knock that out, if that charging station is available, unless I can find something else somewhere else. It's the problem I'm running into. Like I told you in other videos, if I went and got the electric, this was going to be the issue, and I'm really not sure how it's going to work yet. But I'm trying. I am trying. So if you've had this issue, let me know. Leave me a comment. If you're doing electric, leave me a comment. Let me know how it's worked out for you. Give Daddy-O some advice for a change. And I don't know. I'm still leather interior, a sunroof from the front all the way back to the back. And that's when people get in here and go, "Ooh, this is nice. All leather and seats, heated seats. This is great." It will work if I can charge the damn thing. But anyway, I'm going to let you go with that. I might do another video later today. We'll see how this thing works. I might have to do another video on it later if it craps out or something else happens. But anyway, Daddy-O out for this minute. All right? You guys have a good afternoon. Good evening. Bye.